Now, I want to just welcome everybody. Of course, it's your chairwoman here, Nikki Knows Now. And today's mindset call, guys, is called Set Apart. Set apart. And of course, we are in the month of May where we are going to move in May. It is, of course, our move in May. This is the first Monday mindset since our move in May season has started. And so all of you that have just started, you've started at an amazing time because I have a very, you guys know what's coming, special announcement to drop at the end of this call. And guys, any of the leaders on the call, do not let me drop this call without dropping the special announcement. It needs to be dropped today. And I know I get excited sometimes and I forget to mention it, but don't let me come off the call without saying special announcement, all right? So we have a big deal special announcement. We got a few special announcements to drop today, and I'm excited to say those, okay? So today's message, guys, is set apart, all right? Set apart. And I want to read you a few things, and then we're going to just unravel this a little bit. All right, set apart. Now, those of you know I get all my reference, I get all my information from the one book, that one book that gives me the direction. All right. And so I have to refer to Romans 12:2 that tells us, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Guys, I want someone to put in the chat right now the word discern, because I need us to really break this down. And I want to tell you this right now. If you're new on the call and you don't have your notebook and pen, all right, is now the time to get it. Even I will be taking notes. Although I wrote my notes, I feel like I'm about to learn something. And I'm going to take this one personally, guys. And, when you're in a position where you're always serving, you have to be intentional to be serviced. All right. And the leaders on this call will understand what I'm saying. Okay. You got to be intentional about being serviced. Now, what I'm saying is every single person on this call is a leader in some way, shape or form. You're either the leader of your household, leader in this business, leader in your family. You're a leader in your job, whatever it is right now, but you are the leader of your own life. So when I say leaders, I mean every person on this call, because we are all leaders, right? And so I want us to understand right now that when you are set apart, okay, and I want us to really break this down. What does the word set apart actually mean? Someone go ahead and type in the chat. Take a wild guess. When you are set apart, because I want to go I want to take my time with this one. And this is quite personal to me. And, today, I know last week we spent a lot of time, the week before last, we spent a lot of time celebrating all those that made incredible results in their trading, right? We spent a lot of time going through so many people. Wasn't it inspirational? Those of you that were on the call, we spent, I think we even went over on this call 2.5 hours celebrating those individuals that had some astronomical results in this space. And so I felt like, you know what, I'm going to service the leaders today, because very rare do we get individuals talk about the leaders, because we're always focusing on, making sure that those that come in new get the real looking after. We have the beginners class. We have the daily sessions at 6:00. We have the trading at 7:00. We have all the go live sessions on the platform. We have the group chat with all the signals. But what do the leaders actually have? The people that show up every day, the people that put on these calls for the individuals to take from them. Who is pouring into these leaders? And yes, we have the Friday call, at 6 p.m., the IBO call. But I was thinking to myself, what's actually happening here? Who's actually pouring in to those leaders? And I want you just to put a name in the group chat right now. In the chat box, type in your leader's name on that chat box, because I want you to just show them a little bit of love right now. These are the people that are doing your trainings. These are the people that are showing up. They don't get paid for this. They show up every single day and they serve. They serve so diligently. You know why? Because they're set apart, guys. These are the individuals that are set apart. They took on the mantle of saying, you know what? I'm going to do what most people don't do, right? And I want to talk to you guys. I want us to really think logical. I want us to think logical about this business that we are in right now. We are in an academy, an absolutely incredible online platform, a platform that teaches the everyday person, no matter how much money they have, how they can get into a market and make money, whether that's the financial market, whether that is drop shipping, e-commerce, whether that is business, how they can get in and make money. Now, 90%, 87 the last time we checked, 87% of the 450,000 students in this academy choose not to serve. How many of you have heard people that say, look, I don't want to take that I don't want to really take up that, maybe in another season or maybe next time, but I want to come into trade only. I don't really want to take up the position of service. I don't want to be in that category. I don't want to be in the 13% that share this information, that bring people in. I just want to trade. I want to focus on trading. I enrolled to trade and I don't want to do no extra. And I want you to understand that that is absolutely fine. There is no pressure. There is no, you need to bring people in. You know, some teams you go in, they're forcing you to bring people in. But we have right now 87% of individuals that choose to stay in their lane and to focus on what they paid for, but they came to trade. They didn't come to tell their next door neighbor. They didn't come to tell their friend. They didn't come to bring in their family. They came to simply trade. If you know somebody like that, or if you are somebody like that, put some sevens in the chat box, because I want to tell you right now that that's what this academy is. It is a trading and a business, e-commerce business, where you come in to trade, to make money, right? Now, there is a 13% of individuals, all right, that are set apart. These individuals say, Nikki, although I don't get paid, I want to do a 7 o'clock to serve the 87%. So they go on the 7 o'clock call and they simply do live trading so that 87% can come on and make money. Oh, come on, somebody. Are we happy for those that are set apart? Are we grateful for those that are set apart? We have some that say, hey, 12 o'clock midday, I'm going to sacrifice my own trading time and I'm going to get on a live call, send out a Zoom link, because I'm set apart right now. There's a conviction in me to help other people make money. Those 12 o'clock midday monies. And then we have those at 10 p.m. at night when they could be putting their children to bed. They could be going anywhere. They could be spending time with a spouse, but they get every single 10 p.m. They come on and they say, I want to help the beginners. I want to set myself apart so I can help some individuals that actually want to learn this skill set of trading. And we have these people in our team, guys, in our family that are just set apart. And this call right now, I want to talk to the traders that are set apart, the ones that wake up at 4 a.m. to go on Matty Pips to make money at 4 o'clock in the morning. Those in different countries that wake up at an earlier time because you want to get on the call, because you don't want to miss the money session, so because you're set apart. I want to talk to the people that say, hey, look, I'm at work and I'm hiding my phone under the desk to place the trades, because even though most people wouldn't do it, I'm set apart. I want to talk to the individuals on this call right now that they may have made a few losses, but despite the 87% that would quit, they're set apart. They see the vision. I want to speak to the individuals right now that have problems in their relationships, problems in their marriage, problems with their parents, but they're like, listen, I still got to stay focused on my business because I'm set apart. I want you to know that, guys, the 13% of individuals that understand that they are set apart, guys, are the ones that are successful. The people that are saying, listen, I'm not going to do what the average people do. I'm not going to do what everybody else is doing, but I'm going to do something different. How many of you told someone that you're trading and they almost laugh at you, or they're like, oh, you're doing that thing? You're doing that pyramid? Are you in that thing? But you know what? When you're set apart, guys, you got to understand that most people are not going to understand your business. Most people are not going to understand what you're doing. How many of you have ever For me, I remember when I got saved and I didn't want to go to the club no more. And my friends were like, let's go to the club. I was like, no, I'm going to stay at home. They looked at me crazy, but I realized I was set apart. I no longer discerned to be in certain environments. There were certain people that I no longer wanted to speak to. There were certain environments that I no longer felt comfortable in because I realized I was set apart. So I want to tell somebody on this call right now, if you feel uncomfortable in conversations sometimes and you feel like maybe I'm a little bit weird, if you feel like there's something not quite right in your old environment, or you're speaking to your family and friends about how you're going to earn X amount this year and they don't give you the response that you want and they don't make you feel like how you feel, I want to let somebody know on this call that you're set apart. Someone just let me know that you understand what I'm talking about. We are set apart, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand that there are over 2,000 individuals in the wealthier world and we have 196 on the call? You know what that means? You are set apart. You are not the majority, guys. When you are a majority, when you are a minority, you are very, very often gonna have a different opinion to most. You're very often gonna see things from a different direction. Have you ever been around and you think, why is it that I'm always disagreeing? Why is it I don't agree with this? Because maybe you've outgrown that environment. Maybe you've outgrown those set of people. Someone says they're logging in from their hospital bed right now. Nicole, you are set apart. And we wish you well. You're set apart where most people would literally just throw in the towel and just say, I'm not well. But she's logged into this call from the hospital. Why? Because she's set apart. And so I want to talk about it today, guys. I want to talk about it today. And normally I'd speak to my mentor if I had something, but I said, listen, we're family right now. We are family on this call. We're family. And sometimes you need your family to cover your back, guys. You need your family to cover your back. And not everybody has that. And I'm so happy and grateful right now that I have a family in Wealthier World that I can be honest and I can share exactly what it is that I'm feeling right now. And I feel like we are a minority, guys. I'm a minority. And so when you're a minority, you have to accept that not everybody is going to understand your point of view. Not everybody's going to understand your point of view. And so we want to have a blanket conversation right now, guys. And I'm going to lead how the Spirit leads. And I want us to understand exactly what we have here in I Am Mastery Academy. I Am Mastery Academy is the #1 trading and or entrepreneur education platform in the world. Recognized, Forbes magazine. Celebrities join this platform. We have so many individuals across the world, 450,000, plugging in and trading every single day, opening up online stores, setting up businesses. It's the only place where we see pensioners and millennials literally making X amount of cheeseburgers every single month. Absolutely incredible platform. CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry, who I honor with all my heart. Guys, I will come to tears when I think about this gentleman, because if it wasn't for him, I don't even know where I am. And when I say that God has really covered this company, I know that God is in the midst of this company, because the way that this company is moving right now, it is bigger than just trading. It's bigger than just e-commerce. And Christopher Terry, I pray over him and Isis every single day. And I thank them for a vision. I thank them for being set apart, for merging two industries together. I want you to understand, guys. I want you to understand right now that when Christopher Terry and Isis De La Torre, two individuals that are set apart, turned around and said, I want to create a company that's never been created before. A trading company alongside network marketing, where people can come and learn to trade and also earn a residual income at the same time. And they were the very first individuals to merge those two industries together. Can you imagine how many people frowned upon them? Can you imagine when people, guys, I want to tell you this, right? I was talking to a mortgage advisor just the other day, and we were sorting out income. And they were like, well, what's cryptocurrency? What's Forex? How can you make money from it? The underwriters were confused. The underwriters did not understand how to approve or decline the mortgage, because what is happening in this space right now is simply unbelievable. We are turning average people into millionaires every single day, and the world don't understand it. The 87% do not understand what it is that we're doing right now. And so I had to be on the phone to the mortgage advisor who was passing on the information to the underwriter to say, no, trading education is different from trading. And this is this, and cryptocurrency is this, and this is the software. And the underwriters, the people that had the approval stamp, did not understand what this world currently is right now when it comes to cryptocurrency. So even the people that should have the know-how do not have the know-how. How many of you right now were told, go to school, college, uni, get a good job? Put a number 1 in the chat if your parents ever told you that being a doctor was the amazing job. It was the best job that you could ever be. If you be a doctor, you will make your parents so proud. And right now, I'm speaking to doctors who are tired of being doctors. They are stressed. They are frustrated, or a bank manager. And they are saying that they're not getting paid enough for what it is that they do. It's absolutely, I want us to deep right now that we are set apart. Just the fact that we even understand that this thing happens. Most people don't understand that you can make money from exchanging one currency from the next. Most people don't understand that Uber don't actually own any cars. They don't understand the drop shipping actually is taking money from them and giving to another third party without having that person involved. Most people don't understand the industries that we are in. And so when you're set apart, guys, what's going to happen? You're going to be misunderstood. You're going to be attacked with ignorance. You're going to have individuals say things that you want to be like, bruh, are you for real? Like, did you just say that? Like, you're going to have people tell you that, you know, the market has to go up to make money, and you're like, but what about when we sell? Or you have people telling you things like, you know, and I'm not trying to be shady, but I heard somebody say the Forex exchange. And I said, pardon? The Forex what? You mean the foreign exchange? Right? And when you're educated, you begin to hear certain details that just don't make sense. But on the flip side, you understand that when you're set apart, guys, you open up yourself for what? You open up yourself for the masses to misunderstand you. Now, what's really interesting about this, guys, and I played that song at the beginning. A lot of us, we want that, we want to be celebrated. We want that recognition. And I want to let you know that most of the time, especially when you are a boss, and we spoke about that last week, the recognition is only going to come from one place. It's not going to come from where you think. And so we're looking to be validated by people that we don't even need their validation. To be fair, the people that you're looking for validation, you wouldn't even swap lives with them. The people that you're looking for validation, you should be giving them education. And so we have to change the way we think. When you understand that you are a minority, you understand that you are set apart, you also understand that there's certain things that comes with it. Now, we spoke last week in depth, and I'm going to upload that video after this call, but we spoke last week in depth about really understanding self-love. You guys remember that last week? how to love ourselves enough to not put ourselves in certain environments, how to love ourselves enough not to have certain conversations, how to love ourselves enough to not feel like we need to be validated by other people. Because when you know who you serve and you know whose you are, you recognize that the validation comes from him. The recognition comes from him. And so the word has it on the streets, guys, is that those people that serve, that are set apart in this academy, are the people that are focused on helping people. Now, this is what makes it laugh, because somebody said to me today, you know, she went into another team, and you guys know I'm very skeptical when people say they go to other teams, and I'm like, look, if you've had a conversation with another team, then conclude your conversations with them. Like, we don't entertain conversations if you've been in another team, whatever. And she said, yeah, I spoke to another team, and, all they kept talking about was me bringing people in and me bringing people in. And I want to come to a team where they don't bring people in. Check it. So I said, well, you want me to bring you in, but you want to come to me because I don't bring people in. Girl, do you understand what you're saying? Guys, you want to come to a team where they don't bring people in, but you want me to bring you in right now. So how does that really work? Now, even if you're somebody that simply just wants to trade, you still have to give homage, you still have to give recognition, you still have to give thank you to the person that brought you in, because they're doing something that you're not willing to do. Yes or yes, guys? Now, we don't discredit and disarmor and say to people, you're selfish, you're not bringing nobody in. But you want to attack me for having a calling over my life to talk about something that has changed my life. Now, I understand that you're not set apart the way I'm set apart. So I won't judge you because you don't want to bring no one in. But you don't judge me because I want to share this information with nations and generations. Does somebody understand what I'm saying right now? Because I'm just pouring my heart out right now. Because I want to let you understand from my point of view how I feel. I want you to understand that nobody would be here right now if somebody didn't bring someone in, right? And the people that are bringing people in are changing their lives. So we wouldn't have a business if nobody brought somebody in. Now, why am I being so sarcastic right now? Because I'm a little bit frightened, guys. I don't even know if that's a word. I've mixed two words together. I'm frightened, right? Now, listen to this, right? Ain't nobody be here if nobody brought nobody in. Now, no one ain't pressuring you to bring nobody in, but don't disrespect the people that are impacting lives every single day. Do I get an amen? I know some people are about to lock off right now, and it's fine, because remember, we're set apart, right? We set apart. I'm just laying it out here. I'm taking my time with this. But the same people that are disrespecting the people that are bringing people in are the same people that are like, is there a midday money call? Is there a Zoom link today? But you don't want no one to bring you in. You don't want me to bring you in, so now you want me to impact your life, but you're against impacting lives. You're against people doing these type of things. So when you see us in the chat saying, hey guys, 9 o'clock call, we're about to impact more lives, how are you going to be offended by it? How are you going to be? I see people, they will join the live trading sessions. How many of you made money on Goldathon? How many of you made money on the boot camps? They will join all of these things where the people that's bringing people in are serving, are giving. This is not a part of your package, not a part of your platform. Go to other teams and see that they're not serving the way that we serve. But because we have that passion, we are set apart in that way. And I'm not disrespecting those of you that don't want to do it. What I'm saying is we're not going to disrespect you and force you to bring no one in, but I'm taking offense right now to people that want to disrespect the calling that's over my life. Do I get anybody that understands what I mean? Even one person. So now the system works like this. We have 87% of people that come in and trade, make money trading, that plug into the system, that go onto the live sessions and make money from people that are bringing people in. The people that are bringing the people in are the ones helping you make money, so you don't have to bring nobody in. This is a whole messy situation right now, guys. I'm going to adjust my seat. Let me just adjust my seat and put my feet out right now. So here what we're going to do right now, guys. It's getting a little messy, but we're family. So I can talk to you on a level. I can talk to you on a level where reasoning right now. I'm way away from my notes. I don't even know what my notes are saying right now, but we're just going as the Spirit leads. 87% of the company come in and don't want to bring no one in. And Christopher Terry says that's absolutely fine. When you come into the wealthier world, not only do you get the 250 live educators teaching you to trade every single day, like every day you have a multi-millionaire telling you what buttons to press. You have the wealthier world system every day, 6 p.m. Somebody who's bringing people in is teaching you about the softwares, teaching you about the trading. They're giving up their time free of charge. They're not charging you for the sessions. It's nothing to do with I Am Academy. But they say, hey, look, I have an impact calling and I want to impact your life. So they go on these sessions, 6 p.m. We have the middays. We have the 7 p.m.s where you can come on and trade and make money, plus the actual academy that you're paying for. And then we have the 10 p.m.s. And you know what makes me laugh, guys, is I'll say, right, we have live trading and we'll have the call flooded out. Full, pack up. And then we'll say mindset, call empty. Or we'll say, let's have a call where we call people and see if we can bring people in and no one shows up. You know why? Because most people don't want to do it. It's a choice, right? And that's fine. You don't see anyone going in the chats going, you lot are so lazy. You lot don't want to help no one. You guys are so selfish. But then you see people actually impacting lives. Shout out to Apple, bought her brand new Range Rover today. You see people like Olivia quitting their jobs. You see people like Auntie Anne buying Range Rover, quitting job. You see people like Tosin literally about to buy a house. Charmaine about to buy a house. You see people like Lisa Lawrence quitting her job. Jade moving out her mama's house. You see all these results. And you want to say they're just bringing people in. Now, guys, you have seen the trading results. Unlike most industries, how many of you have seen those industries where you have to bring people in to make money, right? You see the slimming pills, you see all these different, I remember when I was doing Avon back in the day, I was not making no money, guys. I was just using the lipsticks. I had so much lipstick. I think I still got lipstick and lip gloss right now, right, from Avon. You see all these different companies where you have to bring people in to make money. And this one, you don't have to bring in so in fact, you're making more money trading than you would do bringing people in. Isn't it incredible? Now, unlike all the other industries, with Avon, I can do a before picture and put my lipstick on and do an after picture and say, look, the products work. But in our industry, we get told off if we post profits. We get our account closed down if we post profits. So I can't say, here's my trading account before and here's my trading account after. We can't say that. We're allowed to say, oh, P5000, I'm a chairman. And so people assume that where our money comes. You know, somebody the other day was like, Nikki, you don't trade, do you? You see, because God has given me the grace, I was able to, you know, just smile and just be like, how did you come to that conclusion, babes? The old me would never have answered that question with a question. I'm going to let you know that it is just the grace of God that is, you know, working through me. But people assume because you're a chairman, because you're P5000, because you're P2000, let me just clear the stage right now and let you guys know that we are not allowed to post our profits. But if you know a £100 compound plan, imagine a 10 grand compound plan. You see, we do this for impact, guys. This is all about impact. Matt Rosa talks about it all the time. Impact over income. People over profits. That's why every single one of us are here. We are here because somebody brought us in. Am I saying the obvious? Am I literally... I know this is not going to be a popular message today, but I promise you it's going to make sense. It's gonna make sense, and I'm gonna probably get told off. I know Tosin, Auntie Anna are gonna be like, Nikki, you went there. But I'm just having a real talk with you guys. Real talk. I am so grateful that I Am Academy has changed my life. I am going to tell every single person I meet, the postman, the Amazon delivery man, the guy that empties my bins, the people at the restaurant, my mouth is not going to stop telling people about what I Am Academy has been able to do for me, has been able to do for thousands of people across the world. So all I'm saying, guys, is when you are set apart, there are going to be people that twist the truth. There's going to be people that don't actually understand what's going on, and they will create their own ignorant opinions and create their own situations. But you have to be strong enough. You got to be dignified enough. You got to be humble enough to be able to stay focused on your goal, to stay focused on what you want to do. Now, please, guys, I don't want you guys to come off the call and be like, Nikki said, go tell everyone. I don't want to bring no one in, and now she's forcing me, because I can just see the type of mindsets that we have. No one's forcing you, but what I am saying is respect those individuals that are doing what you're not willing to do. Last week, we celebrated so many people. How many of you were inspired 2 weeks ago when we celebrated all of the trade, all the people that's made crazy amount of money, from people that's only been in a week to people that's been in years, that have made crazy amounts of money trading? We enjoyed that call, guys. It was mind-blowing. We celebrated so many individuals, and I feel like we tend to not celebrate those that are helping people, because we don't want people to think, oh, all we do is bring people in. Well, let me tell you this. I am now unapologetic about bringing people in. I'm unapologetic about helping nations and generations. I'm unapologetic about doing what it is that God has called me for. I'm unapologetic for being selfless, for when I put on a gold trade, instead of keeping it all to myself, I want to share it with the people that I brought in. How many of you right now enjoy the gold trades? How many of you have been sending me messages like, Nikki, when are you going to do Goldathon again? Nikki, can you send some more gold trades? Nikki, can you do this? Nikki, when are we going to get on those calls again? Nikki, I really made money. How many of you made money in Goldathon? Just put gold. So the person who brought you in is helping you change your life, and then you're going to say all they do is bring people in. Don't play with it, guys. Because what ends up happening is the mere people you should be learning from, you end up abusing them. How many of you have ever had a vision and somebody that you love or trusted hurt you or said something bad about you and made you not even want to do it anymore? They maybe turned you off, or they maybe made you feel like, maybe I shouldn't do this. And you could kill somebody's purpose. Somebody who is set apart in a way you couldn't even understand. You couldn't even fathom. And because of your tongue, you see, life and death is in the power of the tongue, guys. And I had to rebuke that individual that spoke to me today. And I had to say, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about the calling over my life. Let me tell you that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And let me tell you that I am the head and not the tail. Let me tell you that I am set apart. Let me tell you that I cannot be conformed to this world. Let me understand. Let me really let you understand right now that you see your tongue. You see, I'm good. I'm good. But you see, you may say that to somebody else and you may kill a vision. You may kill a mission. You may murder a whole village with your tongue, because somebody might need to hear this information and struggling. Shout out to the Jamaica team right now, the Nigeria team, the Ghana team, the people that wouldn't necessarily even be able to afford to get into this platform. And now they're quitting their jobs. Now they're changing their lives. Now they're being able to afford their weddings and all different types of things. And so we got to be careful what comes out of our mouth, guys. I want you to understand, be careful for nothing, because you are a chosen race. How many of us know we're chosen? How many of us know we are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people that own possession, that may proclaim what? Excellence of him who called you out of darkness. Now, I know I came out of darkness. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. The renewal of your mind. Has your mind renewed? Is your mind in a place where you can really accept that you're set apart? Have you accepted that you're set apart, or are you still trying to impress people? Have you accepted that you're set apart, or are you still worried about what they think? That you're doing that trading thing? That you're in a business that they don't understand? I want someone to write in the chat right now that I am set apart. And I'm unapologetic about it. He called me for a time like this. And so you have the reason why you're set apart. I have mine. This mere whole thing would not exist if I didn't decide to accept that I was set apart. And I want someone on this call to accept that they're set apart too. You are on this call, some of you in the UK, at 10 p.m. at night. Most people wouldn't do that. Most people are watching Netflix or EastEnders on the replay. Does it still come on the replay? I don't know. I'm not sure. I ain't watched TV for time. Accept that you are set apart. Stop trying to impress your friends, your next door neighbor, your cousin, even your parents. You have to understand that you are set apart. You are a leader. You are the lender, not the borrower. You are the head and not the tail. You are set apart. And anytime any conversations try to take you off track of where you are set apart, you got to stand up for yourself. Don't roll over. Don't allow no one to diminish your goals. Don't allow anyone to talk down on you, because you are set apart. You are set apart, guys. And so you guys, you already know the 5 rules. You should know it. But I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can stay focused on being set apart. You already know. First one, believe. You have to believe in the mission on your life. Do you know why you are here on this earth? You have to believe the mission that's on your life. Believe in that mission. And when you believe, that means there's no doubt. When you believe, it means there's no doubt. Number 2, very important, guys. When you understand the mission on your life, you need to then set goals on a daily basis that's in alignment with that mission. What are you doing every day? What are you doing every day to support the mission on your life? What are the goals that you put in place daily to make sure you stay focused? Now remember, a goal is not a goal without a date, without a time. When are you going to do that thing? You keep saying you're going to do it, but when? Are you going to schedule time to do it? Are you going to set some time? Shout out to, who was it? I think it was it? Let me make sure. I think was it Bev? Let me see. I need to make sure. It might have been Bev. Let me see if it was Bev. No, it was Janine. Janine came in yesterday. Homegirl's done her 11 steps. Done her 11 steps, placed the trades, ready to go. That's a woman that knows what she wants. That's a woman that says, listen, I ain't come here to waste time. I came here to make it happen. Lazy people have no direction. Sheesh. Set a goal. Make it happen for yourself. Number 3, the environment. If you see that the way you're set apart is always being challenged, you might have to check your environment. Who are you around? What are they saying to you? Are they pouring into your life or taking away from your life? Are they edifying your life? Is your home in alignment with your goals, with your mission? Do you have your goal card? Do you have your things on the wall? Do you have your vision board? Do you see what it is that you said that you're going to accept that mission over your life? Because your environment has to be in alignment. Don't take for granted these small little steps. I'm so happy and grateful now. Have that goal card. Write it down. Read it every day. I've been saying this for ages. I know some of you still ain't doing it. Write it down. Get a goal card. Because it's in the TNTs, guys, the tiny noticeable things. I said it, I was somewhere yesterday and I said, if you ain't making your bed, if you can't even pay attention to make your bed, how do you think you're going to make $1 million? You can't even make your bed every day consistently. If you can't consistently make your bed, how are you going to make $1 million? Something so small, something so simple. Make your bed. Prove to yourself that you can make your bed every day. Because if you can't make your bed every day, you ain't going to be able to make $1 million. Because the same discipline, the same consistency that it takes to be successful in business is the same consistency that it takes to make your bed every day. Stephen Covey talks about it. How many of you read that book? 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. If you haven't read the book, I'm giving you a plug right now. Read that book. Stephen Covey, Stephen. It's a book that I read yearly. Consistency will outdo skill any day of the week. Number 4, guys. You already know. Obstacles. Overcoming obstacles is going to be important if you're going to stand strong when you're set apart. You got to be resilient. Sometimes I see some of us, because of our past experiences and our insecurities, we're weak. We let people that don't have the information direct us, coach us, confuse us, put doubt in our head. You got to be strong. You got to overcome those obstacles. Sometimes, silence. Sometimes you don't even need to even give a response to certain things. Sometimes your silence is the only answer that you can give. Shout out to my girl Amanda. She put up something on her story the other day and I drank that. That was tea-ish right there. And she put up something, never argue with a fool. Never argue with a fool. The worst thing you can do is argue. Only a fool will argue with a fool. Sometimes it's like you just say, okay, I disagree, but okay, if you want to know my side or you want to understand a different point of view, let me know. You don't sit and argue with a fool, guys. Only a wise man can play a fool, but a fool can't play wise. Don't let anybody trick you out of your position of wealth. Don't let no one convince you that you're not worthy, that you don't deserve it. Wealth is your birthright. And we got to be strong, guys. We got to be so strong. Because I believe the move in May season is about to explode. And you already know the last one. Remain in a place of gratitude and never quit. You see, anytime anything that I haven't planned for comes my way, I just remember where I was. I remember where I was last year. I remember where I was the year before. And I can only just give thanks. If you remain in a place of gratitude, no one can draw you out. No one can trick you. Do you understand, guys, that sometimes people say negative things or try to poke you in your insecurity just for a reaction? They want to test you. Sometimes people poke you to test you. Do you know that there's some people, there's some devices, there's some demons out there that has been assigned to come and trick you out of what it is that you are worth? Do you understand that sometimes the people that are sliding in your DMs or people that are forwarding you voice notes and screenshots are not really with the right intention? They're setting you up. So although you're set apart, you also have to understand when you're set apart, you open yourself to be set up. So they're trying to wait for you to respond so they can screenshot and forward it on. They're trying to wait for you to say something so they can forward it over. They're trying to wait to trick you into slipping up so they can forward it over to discredit you, to change other people's opinion of you, or to make you look a certain type of way. Do not fall for the traps of the enemy. When you are set apart, it means you are open to be set up. Don't let them set you up. Because the traps are already there. The traps are waiting for you to fall into. So you got to be one step ahead. You got to be ready. You have to be ready. You know when they say, are you ready? I'm born ready. You got to be born ready. We want some bosses right now to rise up in wealthier world. Don't be so easily bought. Don't be so easily sold. And guys, I'm going to share this story because I want to make sure that we protect the family. We protect the energy. And we had a young lady that came into the family and she was making quite a little bit of money. She was enjoying it. She had the elite pack. Shout out to those of you on the call that are elite. All right. She had the elite pack. She was making quite a bit of money. And she told one of her friends, and her friend was like, oh, that's really amazing. I'm in a group chat with this gentleman and you should really join. It's only £20 a month. You'll save 180. You don't need to pay that 200 for the elite pack. And you know what you should do as well? See if you can get as many people in the wealthier world to come with you. So now you try to sabotage the whole business, guys. And said, come over here. And so they went ahead. And you know, because people are loyal, they remained. And they were like, no, we ain't doing that. Now, 2 of them went, guys. And, you know, this gentleman, very, very convincing. I mean, it sounded all good. How many of you know that what is good, what glitters ain't always gold? Someone told me about it. And, you know, I know about gold. I could tell the fake gold. I could see the little fake out. Right? We see a little high. Oh, you think we're buying? Oh, no. We saw the fake out. Like, listen. I Am Academy are so good that they will make you think that you done it by yourself. That's how good I Am Academy is. They will make you come in and think, oh my God, I don't need the academy. I done did all this by myself. And so they were like, look, you know, Academy's made me quite a lot of money so far, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it by myself. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, we don't like, you know, I never burn bridges. I always wish people, we bless them on the way in and we bless them on the way out. And, you know, apparently, I'm not going to mention his name, but he was an Asian guy and he was giving the trades £20 a month. And the first month, you know, the trades were coming through. Everything was gravy, you know, a few stop losses, TPs, mixture. And then the second month, he was like, oh, you know, I'm going to do some double up trades. Let's do a little challenge where we do more trades. So she was like, yeah, more money. Let me tell you this, greed is going to crucify some people, guys. It is a deadly sin. Be careful. And so the second month, you know, first month, I think she made a couple of thousand. He was like, yeah, let's keep flipping. We're going to compound. We're going to flip it. All the stories. And I can see the faces. You guys already know where this is going, but you just entertain me. Let me say the story how I want to say the story, right? Because I want to really paint the picture for you guys. And second month in, it was like, yeah, we made 10K, boop, amazing. But he's advising me, don't take it out. Let's keep trading. Let's make it work. I can see I can make $1 million in no time. Excellent. Oh, I'm so happy for you. You know, you really should tell the rest of the wealthy world to come on into this group chat. We're killing it. It's only £20 and we're killing it. I'm like, okay, cool. Have you withdrew anything? No, I haven't withdrew anything yet, but it's going. It's great. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I wish you the best. Keep me updated. And so he was like, look, can you send me £200 by the Western Union? Because, like, I'm a little short this month. And now you're like, hold on, that's kind of alarm bells. How you some big time trader and you asking for £200 by Western Union? Like, hold up, what's going on here? And so, of course, the report had already been built. And it's like, no, this gentleman's helped me so much. So I'm going to send him the £200. And so the £200 went through. He's like, don't worry, I'll send you the money back. It's not a problem. And so the following month, the £200 was sent and he honored his he sent the £200 back. So it's like, yeah, I knew we could trust each other. Excellent, excellent. Now the account's built up to 15,000. And he's like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to help you flip that 15K into 100K in a week. So now send me the 15K and I'm going to make sure that I can flip that for you. Yes, Marcia, I see your eyes. Because Marcia's like, I see where this is going, right? And so homegirl was like, no, I trust him. And of course, she sent homeboy the 50. Yes, Zalika's holding her face like, no, Nikki, she did not. Oh yes, she sent the whole 15K. It was £20 a month. Yeah, it was £20 a month, sis. And lo and behold, straight after that, the Telegram group disappeared. It's like, hold up, what's going on? And then going on WhatsApp, not going through, one tick. No, what's going on? Ringing, do, you know when someone's, do, and now it's like, no, did I just get scammed? Did I really get scammed? And it's like, you were making money, big money here. And you went and gave your 15K to a random stranger that you met 3 months ago because you didn't want to pay £200 a month to be in a secure academy that doesn't take your money, that doesn't ask you for things. And guys, if you're in the Discord chat, you would have seen my message today that someone, there's always scammers on Instagram trying to pretend to be me. All right. I'll never ask anyone for money from Western Union. I never ask you to transfer me money on Cash App. I'll never ask for money like that, guys. Right. And so lo and behold, right, sis is like, oh my God, I've been scammed. I can't believe I fell for it. I can't believe I fell for the scam. And this is how scammers work, guys. I've seen it so often. They target people that want to take shortcuts, and are lazy. They don't want to do the work themselves. So instead of learning the skill, you want to give your money to somebody else to do it for you. And I say all that to say this. You are in the right house. You are protected. You are safe. Do not let anybody convince you to go into a group chat for £20 a month, £100 a month, because you're going to save. Let me tell you this, you're going to lose in the long run. I would rather be here with somebody like Christopher Terry, who is debt-free, Isis De La Torre, debt-free, who impact over income every single time, who are literally here riding for us with the right support system, the right technologies, the right covering, guys. And so guess what happens when you're set apart? You're also going to be targeted because people are going to see you're making a lot of money. People are going to see that you're connected to the right people. And so guess what they're going to do? They're going to target you. Hey, look at this new shiny toy over here. And you have to be bold enough, strong enough, resilient enough, confident enough, focused enough to understand that you won't sell yourself. You won't sell yourself for a chocolate biscuit. Don't risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Don't risk it for a chocolate biscuit. And I'm going to go there with some of us ladies. One man whisper a little sweet something in your ear, and all of a sudden you're back at his house. Why are you at his house for? You shouldn't be in his yard. You should not be going to that man's house. Don't let no one sweet you up. And same like the young men at work. I say it, I don't know why. God is leading me to say it. When they're giving you the eyelash, you know the eyelash? I ain't got none on today, but you know the eyelash? Oh, that's so good. Giving you a little sweet eyelash. They know that you're married. They know you got a woman. Oh, let's do lunch. Oh, let's talk about the paperwork. You have to be woke. The Jezebel spirit is rife. You have to be woke. There are people out there assigned to destroy your mission, to destroy your purpose. You know what I'm talking about, Tim. So you have to make sure that you stay covered, you stay protected. You have to make sure that when people see you got money, they're not around you for the wrong reasons. Oh, they see you trading and talking a little bit on Instagram. All of a sudden they want to be your friend, but they didn't want to be your friend before and you've known them 20 years. Where did you come from all of a sudden? Like, what? You got to have a discerning spirit. Are the words edifying, truly edifying? Or is there a hidden agenda? What is the agenda here? And so, yes, we're teaching you to make the money, guys, but I want to teach you how to keep the money. I want to teach you how to protect yourself, because some of us are being exposed to the attacks of the enemy. And the enemy can come in different ways, guys. It can come in low self-esteem. It can come in people just putting words. It can come in different circumstances, but you got to discern. You see, when something comes to me that's out of the ordinary, I'm like, okay, I get it. There's something special about to happen. There's something good about to happen. Ain't nothing. No, let me tell you this, guys. When was the last time you heard a robber robbed an empty house? Anyone? Who do they rob? Is it not the houses that seem to have value? Is it not the properties? Do you ever see a robber robbing like a little 1992 old Renault? Or are they robbing the Range Rovers? Are they robbing the BMWs? A robber is not going to rob something with no value. So when you're seeing attack after attack after attack after attack, try and know that it's confirmation that there is an anointing over your life, that there is something of value that the enemy sees. Now you're busy doubting yourself while the enemy sees you of high value. That's the ironic part of this. So as I wrap up this call right now, I want you to understand, guys. I want you to understand that you are set apart. How many of you is claiming it right now? How many of you is claiming that you're set apart? And so, yes, when you're set apart, you better have on the full armor. Yeah, the full armor. I feel like I'm about to do auto call right now. If you don't know him for yourself, you better know him. If you don't know him for yourself, come. I will tell you about the God that I serve, right? But you will understand that when you're set apart, guys. You're just set apart. And I'm accepting it now. It took me some time to accept it, but I accept that I'm set apart. I accept that there's some blessings on the end of that. There's some amazing blessings. And we ain't got time to talk about that today, but how many of you know that sometimes you just get favor? You don't even know if you deserve it. You're like, oh, how come I get that? How come that's happening to me? Because you're set apart. Because you're set apart. And so the enemy will be like, how come she always falls on her feet? How come he always gets, how come he always gets okay, even though he's been through all this? How come that always happens? She shouldn't be so happy. This shouldn't be happening over here. But when you're set apart, goodness will fall in your lap. When you're set apart, you see the blessings come. You're like, oh, hold on. You almost expect it. You're like, yeah, it's cool. I'm set apart. So I know if this is happening right now, God's about to show up. So you come with your devices, but your devices are just confirmation. You see, you're coming to try and hold me back, but your device is just a confirmation to me. You see, I'm so confident in who I am and whose I am that even when the enemy come, I take it as a compliment. You better start taking the enemy's appearance as a compliment. When they show up, someone better say, hey, I'm set apart. I want you to, guys, we're going to have a little hidden thing right now. You see, when the enemy shows up, I want you to type in the group chat, I'm set apart. Let everybody know that we're not even looking at it like that anymore. It's like, yo, you're just confirming to me that I'm set apart. Parking ticket come. Yep, I'm set apart. Come. I'm set apart. I'm shall prosper because I'm set apart. Nothing, your words, your principalities, these things can't touch me because I'm set apart. Because I'm not conformed to this world. I'm on a mind renewal situation. Anybody know what I'm talking about? So guys, it's special announcement time. But I'm going to end this live saying that I am set apart.